Thank you for coming. I know on a Sunday it's not ideal, but today we're going to be talking about the Fall District Join Night. So, as you've volunteered to be a District Join Night representative, first off, I want to thank you for that. This whole concept wouldn't work without your participation, so my thanks to you for stepping up in your role. Um, this shouldn't be a very intensive position for you. I'm hoping it'll be a rather enjoyable experience. It'll be a pretty light lift for you. So we'll just go through real quick here our slide deck, and then we'll get some questions at the end. So just as a recap, the vision for this concept is that we have one join night date for every pack in Sunset District, that every pack hosts their join scout night on the same night at their own location, and that we engage new parents by hosting a parent organization meeting at every pack. And hopefully through this we can recruit 600 youth into the program. Uh, you know, we always talk about numbers, but what that really means is we've changed 600 lives. So that's the vision for the join night as a reminder, as a refresher. So the benefits to us as a district is that we can front end this fall campaign, make more time to engage new families. We take advantage of resources. We're marketing one plan versus 36 plans. And then we have our one plan and we work it. It's a collaborative effort between the district professionals, the unit volunteers, the district volunteers, the professional partners. Everyone's working in tandem towards a single goal. And it has proven success in boosting membership in this council and other councils around the country. So the expectations from us, we're doing a lot of fundraising for this. We're providing community-based marketing and communications, some training and resources. That's what we're here to do, is get some training in. Obviously, the recruitment materials, both physical and digital. And then the joint scouting night support. This is where you all come in as the district representatives. You'll be there on the night of the joint scouting night to help out the packs. And then most importantly is the pack organization night support. So that parent meeting you'll also be at in order to help support that pack and to help recruit some new adult leadership for them. So what's a joint night representative do? Well, first of all, they attend this training or watch the video after the fact, as it may be. So then they assist units in collecting applications and fees on the night. Hold on one second. Maybe we have someone else. So they assist in. Oh, we're back at the start. So assist in collecting applications and fees on the night. They attend the join night, obviously, for their chosen unit. That's September 16th, as a reminder. And they also attend the unit's pack organization night or parent meeting. That parent meeting is scheduled by the pack. It's going to be sometime between the 20th of September and the end of the month. It'll be an opportunity for that pack to recruit adult leadership. And so our role as district representatives will be to help them navigate both the join night and the parent meeting afterwards. So what's in it for the unit? As you're talking to your unit between now and the join night, they should all have heard of this program. They should all know what's going on. But if they have questions, here's some answers to those questions. So the what's in it for me question, right, is it's a chance to serve more youth and families. A lot of our packs got pretty, decimated by COVID. So this is a chance to sort of bounce back. it gives additional recruitment resources, right? So we're able to pour more resources into this because it's all for one night than we would if it was, a separate night for each individual pack. District volunteers to help recruit and engage parents. Typically we've had someone at a joint scout night and that's it. We don't come back for that next meeting. So this year what we're really focusing on is that parent meeting as well as the joint night, because we recognize that, if we go into a pack and we recruit 40 kids, but there's only 3 adult volunteers, well, it's imperative that we can recruit more adults to help them out. So it gives us more time to focus on program, right? If I come to a scoutmaster, a cub master, and I say, hey, we're going to do a recruitment in September, and we're going to do one in October, and we're going to do one in November too. So I'd like to occupy your time for the next 3 months doing recruitment. Or I could say, well, we're going to do it all in one night, and we're going to front load everything, and we're going to finish recruitment in the middle of September, and you've got the rest of September, all of October and November, all for program now. Most cub masters would say that's a pretty good deal. And then it's a plan to get more adults engaged, right? So for the packs, it's great because they need the help. They need the volunteers. They need someone to do the books, someone to be the committee chair, someone to be a den leader. So that's what the pack got of it. For the troops, the best way to find a volunteer at the troop level is to find someone who was a volunteer at the pack level. So the same way that the best way to recruit a kid into your troop is to recruit a kid from a pack, this helps deliver leadership to the troops as well. So that's the what's in it for me question. So before the join night, you should contact your unit leader before the 1st of September. We should talk to them about the first 3 meetings. So when I say the first 3 meetings, what I mean is the joint scout night, the parent organization meeting, the parent meeting, and the first meeting after that. So that first pack meeting. So those are our first 3 meetings. And the data shows that if a pack can put together 3 good meetings, the likelihood that a new parent will leave the pack drops significantly. So, if you can put together a great joint scout night, that's great. But if your next couple of meetings suck, a lot of those new parents are probably not going to come back. But if you can keep it together for 3 meetings, the data shows that they're more likely to stick around. So contacting them and making sure they have a plan for their join night, for their parent meeting, and for their very first pack meeting with the new families. You should also connect with me to pick up your joint scout night supply kit. So I'll have supplies for you, a coordinator packet, a couple of parent packets too, just some backup stuff that the units will also have, but we want you to have as well, just in case your unit doesn't have enough or they forget it or whatever. So connect with me. We're going to probably be scheduling pickup nights. One moment. Okay, we're going to be, where is it? Yeah, we'll just go here. So we'll be scheduling pickup nights for you. Please, we'll make sure that we get those supplies out by the 10th. And then coordinate with your unit counterpart. So if there's a new member coordinator in the pack, that's great. And if there's not, your counterpart is probably going to be the cub master or the committee chair. So before, you'll coordinate with them to sort of plan an agenda. And it doesn't have to be a written agenda. It just has to be a recognition of, I'm going to talk first, and then you, and then we'll talk about the forms and then collect everything, and that'll be it. So it doesn't need to be a written agenda. It can be. I've certainly seen some very good, written out, planned agendas. But that's, not necessary for what we're talking about right now. At the join night, arrive early. As always, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. So arrive a little early. Help the unit set up their space. They're probably going to need to set up some chairs or move some tables. So help them out with that. And then keep in mind that families who attend a joint scouting night are almost always ready to join. All we can do by talking too much is to talk them out of joining. So this is a pretty important part. If you were at the round table, you may have heard me say this, but a joint scout night should be no more than 30 to 45 minutes. This should be a dedicated meeting. It shouldn't be a part of the regular pack meeting. It should just be a quick talk about what Cub Scouts and what the BSA are about. Talk about what the pack does. Go over some basic information if the pack has dues. But we don't need to go into what those dues exactly, line by line pay for. Just that, they're there. And then you should get in and get out. So as a district representative, you can be as active as the unit leader would like you to be. So what I mean by that is if the Cub Master doesn't want you talking at all, that's fine. You don't have to talk at all. You can just help collect applications. We've had an instance already where a pack Cub Master is not even going to be able to be there. So he's going to give us a schedule for the pack. He's going to give us their fee schedule and their activity schedule, and we're going to basically run the joint night for him. So we can be as active or as passive as the unit leaders would like us to be. Again, this is for them, so it's not something that we are looking to impose on them. We're looking to work with them to make their pack successful. So a good rule of thumb for this would be for you to talk about BSA and Cub Scouts, as a generality from a 10,000-foot level, and let the unit talk about themselves and to highlight their strengths. That's generally the format that I've used as I've gone around and done joint scouting nights with different packs. It usually works pretty well. You should distribute the parent packets at the start of the meeting. Those should go out to parents so they can sort of, thumb through them while we're talking. And then you should coordinate with the unit leaders to make sure all applications and fees are collected. This is a super important part of the joint night. A lot of the times you'll see packs that will say, "Oh, we'll turn it in later," or we need to insert excuse X for why I can't give these to you right now. But if at all possible, do not leave without applications and money. So if all goes to plan, you will leave your joint scout night with a handful of applications and a stack of checks. And then once you leave your joint night location, we've set up a couple of different locations for you to drop off applications. If you see here, if you're in the south, so we're talking Wayne Westland, all the way down to like Belleville. If you're anywhere down there, there's the Village Gourmet Hot Dog Diner in Wayne is going to be your turn-in location. If you're in that northeast, so Livonia and east from there, you're going to be at the St. Aidan's Church. If you're in the west, if you're like Plymouth Canton area, we haven't figured out a location yet, but stay tuned. We'll be letting you know if your pack is in that area. We'll be letting you know where the drop-off location is going to be within a week or two. So after the JSN, follow up with your unit before their next meeting. right, touch base, see if there's any concerns, anything they want you to bring or not bring or do or not do, and then attend their new parent meeting. So within 2 weeks, right, of that join night, they'll be holding that new parent meeting. It'll be on their regularly scheduled meeting night, and you'll be there to help them recruit new parents into the pack. And then connect with me after your unit's new parent meeting to sort of debrief. Did it go well? Did it not go well? You know, were there concerns? You know, so let me know how it went at the new parent meeting. So the next steps here, right? So we're most of the way through, obviously. So we kicked off in February. You know, we've been talking with all of you since the spring. Just on Thursday, we had the unit leader training. Today we have you, the district training. And then the next step is our joint scouting night, September 16. You know, as we talked about, there's a couple of steps in between where, you know, you should be calling your packs and picking up supplies. But the next big thing is the join night next month. So do we have any questions?
When will we be getting our assignments?
So I'm going to be sending out today or possibly tomorrow the assignments for each of you. So today or tomorrow is the answer to that question. We haven't been distributing them up until now because they've been pretty fluid. We've had a couple of people who come in and say, oh, I want to volunteer to cover, but just this pack or only in Livonia or, you know, whatever their preference is. So rather than distributing who's where and then having to circle back and ask you to change and all of that stuff, we sort of kept it off until the last moment so we can be sure that it's pretty final. So I'll be sending out the units that you've been assigned today or tomorrow. If there's an issue or you'd like a different unit, please let me know. It shouldn't be that hard to change. If you are a commissioner, I tried to keep you on a unit that you serve as a commissioner. Yeah, they will come out today or tomorrow. And then a recording of this whole presentation will also come out later this week once it's up online. Any other questions? All right, well, I know it's a Sunday, so I want to be respectful of your time. I want to thank you all for jumping on. If you have any other questions, please feel free to call me or email me, and I'm happy to answer them then. If you're watching this in the future, the same goes for you. If you'd like to call me or email me with a question, please do so. But other than that, if there's no other questions, I will end the meeting now, and then you guys have a lovely Sunday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks,
You guys have a
Kevin.
good one.
Appreciate it. Thank you.